Congratulations to the Seawolves. You're about to be called something else.
When the Erie Seawolves won a contest for a total rebrand courtesy of John Oliver and his HBO show Last Week Tonight.
Everyone had written him off.
Few could have imagined this.
Right over there is your mascot.
I would argue it now is the people of Erie's mascot. They hopefully will adopt him today and then raise him as one of their own.
NBC News was there for Fuzz and the minor league team's first at bat as the Moon Mammoths.
Husk to the face.
Now temporarily named after Erie, Pennsylvania native George Moon and the remains of the prehistoric mammoth he discovered at the bottom of a local lake.
He's looked better than he did at the bottom of the lake, that's for sure. Right? Right. We're not going to go back to that time.
Not going back to that time.
He's here now, yeah.
Erie went all out to welcome their new mascot with a sold-out ball game, Moon-themed merch, even mammoth-inspired food.
And why Erie?
I mean, it seemed like their application was really fun.
Fuzz is only expected to appear at a handful of games. Oliver says what happens next depends on the team and the fans.
I love an excuse to be silly.
What does a moon mammoth mean to you?
I have no clue.
And is there a deeper message that you're sending here?
I think it is. If you're a mammoth and things are looking bad,
You're at the bottom of a lake.
You feel yourself sinking to the bottom of a lake and you're thinking, I'm pretty sure this is it. Just know you'll end up being branded as a minor league baseball team.
There's hope for us all.
Yeah, life is never fully over, right? Look what that mammoth gave us.
Aaron McLaughlin, NBC News, Erie, Pennsylvania.
With fans in the stands, a first for the sports world. China is calling this the first 3-on-3 humanoid robot soccer match. But Messi and Ronaldo don't have much to worry about. These athletes seem to putt around, excel in face plants, and headbutting one another. Some even had to be carried off the pitch. But it's not the athletic play that is world class, it's the technology. China claims all these robots are AI-driven without human intervention, programmed to do push-ups, walk uphill, and withstand a straight shot to the chest. Even designed to stand up after falling, equipped with sensors to help find the ball and navigate the field. Sort of. College teams reportedly built the robots, with one taking home a trophy after scoring the most goals. The World Cup? It's not. But for one Chinese college, glory in the Robo Cup.
There's something big brewing on the baseball diamond. The Cosmic Baseball League that goes way beyond pregame block parties and up-close meet and greets.
How many families do you see?
All of them. Like everything. It's all the kids, and the guys are so good with them. Like they are signing every ball, every hat, every jersey.
Hitting a baseball is one of the hardest things that people can do, and then you turn lights off and make it glow. I can imagine how hard that is.
But in a suburb of Richmond, Virginia, two teams of mostly former college and minor league players, the Cosmic Chili Peppers and the Glowmojis, are defying the laws of light and taking a swing at it. With 2,000 fans bracing for liftoff. The cosmic transformation from a seemingly regular game with a few quirks, like running the bases backwards for an inning and mid-game dances, to nighttime blacklight baseball. A major win for kids and parents alike, says co-owner Chris Martin.
What kind of a reaction have you gotten from fans?
Overwhelming. Yeah, I think the biggest piece for us is how do you create a family environment? This is built for families.
And it's a whole operation to prepare, from reflective jerseys to spray-painted players and wannabe players.
Does this work with my skin tone?
Yes, it does.
After an hour of daylight play and a quick intermission, the magic begins. Players pouring onto the field in fluorescent formation, confetti flying, the natural lights flipped off, and the 50 to 100 black lights turned up.
Now, we're good to go. This is Cosmic Baseball.
Yellow baseball soaring into the night sky. electric pink jerseys, catching eyes, capturing hearts.
What has been your favorite part so far of what you've seen?
Like watching all, like the lights and all the people and the music.
Players come up to the fans and talk with them and interact with them, and they like walk around the whole stadium.
So you really like the fact that it's personal, that they're meeting you.
Yeah.
Pitcher Sam Bragg, who spent 7 years in the athletic system, says it's the wildest experience he's had on a baseball field.
What's the most challenging part about it?
It's just a little difficult picking up the ball in the dark at first. It kind of gets on you a little quicker than it normally would in a game, but for the most part, it's the same game.
Pitchers just give us fastballs because it's already hard enough to see in the dark.
So sinkers and cutters in this setting would be extremely difficult.
Oh yeah, because you can't see laces.
Social media superstar Austin Schultz says it's the next big thing in baseball.
Videos don't do it justice. You got to be here and experience it. It's incredible. And it just makes everything that happens so much cooler.
The buzzworthy spin on the sport all over social media.
Where did you see it or hear about it?
I've seen it on TikTok personally.
I've seen it on TikTok.
Spawning heavy interest with stops this summer on the road, now slated for 7 other parks from Durham in the Lehigh Valley to Nashville and Sugar Land. And ticket demand is out of this world.
We're in probably 300,000-400,000 range for our lottery. We've sold out 2 games at every stadium.
But for a new concept that's already been a home run, the players, families, and even the most excited young fans are just taking it one base at a time.
So while Shepherd Stadium in Virginia hosts around 2,000 people, the two teams are playing in minor league parks around the country and right now are in discussion with 60 other sites, including some Major League ballparks, too. Cosmic Baseball is being promoted by Major League Baseball, so it's probably safe to say this is here to stay.
When the Peoria Chiefs wrapped up their final inning one recent July night, fans had no idea what they were about to see. As the team invited the crowd to run the bases, one grandpa had an idea.
I was with my whole family, and I said, I'd kind of like to do that.
85-year-old Tom Persich, bouncing back from a hip replacement, took to the field.
When you started running the bases, what do you remember thinking?
I'm thinking, I don't want to pass up this moment. I feel like a kid again. I really did.
Right by his side, his grandson, pushing him along.
I was just trying to make sure that he wasn't going to end up on the ground. All I could think was my grandma, Minnie, was going to be very upset if that man ended up on the dirt somehow.
Tom took his time, but didn't give up. You see, for this former paratrooper, taking risks and challenging yourself has always been a part of his life. From raising kids, grandkids, and now 9 great-grandkids, Tom, who has been known to still dance on chairs at weddings, lives his life like he wants to.
If I rest, I rust. I try to keep in shape and enjoy every moment.
Back on the diamond, Tom was the last to finish, but everyone stayed to watch and cheer as this grandpa made it all the way home.
When you got to touch home plate, what did you think?
I did it. I got one more time around. I got to live my life again, like in a flash. It was just awesome. It was a heck of a feeling.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.